Welcome to the Capital Compass. I'm Lindsay Melchak. dynaCERT is taking its hydrogen technology global, and this time it's landed in one of Europe's major shipping corridors. The company just announced its emission-cutting tech is now deployed at the Port of Rochefort in France, a serious move into industrial-scale decarbonization at one of the continent's key logistics hubs. Joining me is Kevin Unrath, the Chief Operating Officer of dynaCERT, a company rewriting the playbook for clean tech in heavy industry. He's here to talk about the rollout, what it means for adoption, and where they're going next. Welcome, Kevin. It's great to see you again.
Hello, Lindsay. Great seeing you, and thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. Kevin, let's get right into it. Hydrogen is now live at the major French port. How big of a statement is this deployment for the industrial side of your business?
So basically, this deployment in the port over in France is a major milestone, especially for our France distributor, as it marks his first intro in the off-road applications and into the industrial environment. Over there in France, we already have proven success over in a lot of transportation fleets across the whole country and across a wide range of truck manufacturers. Now, by integrating hydrogen into a crane operation, we are demonstrating broader potential also in that country, not only across the world and globally, and not only in Canada, North America, or maybe our, let's say, European hub here in Germany. So it shows that reducing emissions and saving fuel is possible even in demanding industrial settings as these harbor.
Well, Kevin, let's be honest here. The emission space is full of buzzwords and broken promises. We all know that. So, what makes this rollout real? What kind of impact is it actually delivering in the field?
So what it makes it real basically is that this rollout is tangibly on the scientific approach. So what we always try to do is follow a scientific approach, which also means going into pre-studies, going into trials with our customers, and also this implementation performed competitive gas emission measurements on the crane operations with and without hydrogen before the final installation. And it allowed us to quantify the greenhouse gas reduction and fuel savings under real operating conditions already before we got into the final contracts and the installation, which is installed now. It's not a pilot anymore. That's important now. This is really a working, measurable solution after a first pilot.
Well, we all know too that, ports are notorious for emission zones. Is this just the beginning of a broader play into European or global logistics? What's the vision beyond this port?
Thanks for the question, Lindsay. I think we have to differentiate the answer a little bit in two or three categories. So the first topic is definitely on the harbor side. It's our first public step to go in there. But as we see, it's already generating momentum. Also, the celebration during the installation and everything is already showing high interest out of the harbor market to us. And we are already in several other port discussions. And we are looking forward to see maybe further follow-up projects after this. Beyond this, we are seeing increased traction all across Europe. If we talk about logistics, for sure, we talk about harbors, but for us, also very important on that intermodal part of logistics, we also look on, for example, transport logistics on streets. So means commercial vehicles and things like this, but also into intra-logistic topics in harbors and other topics like forklifts and things like this. So this where we are seeing supported by our strong presence at the Bauma, which you also shared, and we had a joint video at our evening event. And even at the transport logistics, only 4 to 5 weeks ago here in Munich, we had a real strong presence, and we really see a lot of discussions coming out of this and a high interest in the market. So maybe concluding your questions, yeah, we are going deeper into these topics. We are more looking on the European market. And also, this is shown by the fact that I'm not only CEO of the company internationally, I also alongside with Champagne, did take over the responsibility for the GmbH in Europe as managing director and taking care of the European business there.
Well, I mean, your tech is very innovative, and we all know with that type of tech, there usually is faces of pushback from operators who don't want any downtime. So let's talk about that. I mean, what are you hearing on the ground from the people actually running the hardware?
So the feedback from the operators is very positive, let's say it basically like this. The system integrates smoothly into your running applications. That's the most important point for them. So they do not want to have long downtimes for installation, getting to know the product. So this is why smoothly integration is very, very important for them. And users already see fuel savings from the beginning. So there is no time needed, like a few months or something, to realize the full fuel savings. It's basically an installation of 2 to 3 hours. It's an, let's say, aftermarket product, and you directly, if you switch on the truck or the harbor crane again, you will see the fuel savings. There's also growing anticipation for upcoming carbon credit programs, for sure, as we are working on the carbon credit side with Vera also, and which we will make hydrogen installations even more financially attractive to all of the customers by having really the fuel saving, the emission reduction, and the carbon credit generation. This adds another layer of value for the customers for sure, but also important for us, we are still looking on the environmental and economic effect of all our customers.
That is a great story and so much insight right there just in that alone. I want to dive a little bit deeper into the investor lens of things. I mean, how should we be thinking about this deployment? Is this a one-off win or the first domino in a bigger commercial wave?
No, for us, looking onto Europe in general, but also looking on France in specific. In France alone, we have had already equipped a large number of different trucks across the country, so different brands, and we have proven that the technology works. So this for us is now very, very important in the further, let's say, succession on the market over here in Europe, which we are striving for. We have already proven the technology works across different engines, different fuels, including things like HVO, also testing over here in Germany at some customers. So we see a bright range of success, and this is exactly what we are trying and striving for further success.
Well, Kevin, I can't wait to get out there and actually see it in action as well. It's always great to see you and definitely come back and converse again soon.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. Great seeing you and hoping to talk to you soon with another success stories.
Absolutely. Again, that was Kevin Unrath, COO of dynaCERT. Now, they're trading on the ticker symbol DYA on the TSX. To learn more about their story and how they're turning real-world logistics into a clean tech revolution, visit dynacert.com. This is no longer about future potential. They're already plugged in and scaling up. I'm Lindsay Melchek. We'll talk to you soon.